How to contact J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling is the author of the Harry Potter series of books and many others. She appreciates fan mail, but since she receives so much of it, she has asked that it all be sent via her publishers. The only way for the general public to contact J.K. Rowling is through mail. Although she gets too much fan mail to respond to it all, there are ways to improve your chances of getting a reply. Part 1. Contacting J.K. Rowling. 1. Write your letter. You'll need an envelope to mail. Any plain letter envelope will do. After you finish the letter, put it in the envelope. 2. Prepare the letter for mailing. Write the receiver and return address on the envelope. On the front of the envelope, write both addresses, with the receiver address in the middle and the return address in the top left corner. Add a stamp to the top right corner. If you live in the US, address the letter to her US publisher as follows. J.K. Rowling C/O Arthur A. Levine Books 557 Broadway, New York, New York 10012. If you live in the UK, address the letter to her UK publisher as follows. J.K. Rowling C/O Bloomsbury Publishing plc 50 Bedford Square, London WC1B3DP UK. If you live in a country other than the US or the UK, address your letter to whichever address is cheaper to mail to. 3. Mail the letter. Either find an outgoing mailbox and drop your envelope in, or go to your local post office. The post office might have a chute for outgoing mail, or you might have to wait in line. 4. Try her Twitter if it's a short question. If you only have one question to ask J.K. Rowling, and you don't want to send a whole fan letter, you can try asking your question through Twitter. Write your question and add @JK_Rowling to the beginning of your tweet. Part 2. Improving your fan mail. Make your letter stand out. Because J.K. Rowling gets so much fan mail, anything that stands out is going to be more likely to get a response. Try decorating your envelope a little with colors and artwork. Handwriting your letter will also stand out, as most letters are typed. Just make sure you write very clearly and legibly if you choose to handwrite. 2. Make your letter personal. This is your fan mail, so don't forget to put a little of yourself in it. Start by introducing yourself. Then write a little bit about yourself. Just don't make it a novel. Write about what her books like Harry Potter means to you and how much you enjoy it. 1. Mention a few specific parts or details in Harry Potter that you liked in particular and explain why. 3. Ask questions. You're much more likely to get a response if you give Rowling a question or two to answer. At this point she's likely heard pretty much every question imaginable about Harry Potter. But regardless, try to think of something somewhat original to ask. Something vague and unoriginal like what inspired you to write Harry Potter isn't going to pique much interest. 4. Add something creative to your mail. If you have any creative interests, like writing or drawing, put them to use to make your letter to J.K. Rowling unique. Add a drawing or a poem along with your letter. It can be inspired by Harry Potter, but it doesn't have to be. 5. Keep it short. Don't go on and on in your letter. Keep in mind how many of these Rowling has to read on a regular basis. It might be wise to go back through your letter after writing it and edit it, cutting it down until it's concise too.